It's super soft. It's soft. It's like a sponge.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another vlogmas video. And for today's video, y'all, I'll be showing you how I make my delicious buttery soft bread. And for some of you who don't know, I do have a bread recipe. It's the same recipe. I've never changed it because it has never done me wrong. So if you guys are interested in seeing the old recipe, I will link it, probably not, in the cards and in the description below. Y'all, I always lie when I come on here and telling all I going and link thing, and I never do, but I'll try my best to remember to link the old bread video in the description below. And yeah, but I'm only making one bread, y'all, because I do not have the space in the fridge to store any more bread. So what I would usually do is bake like 2 or 3 bread, because it's just me and my husband and my daughter. I'll just bake 2 or 3 bread, and I would put one at the bottom of the fridge, one at the top of the fridge, and the other one is where we would eat, and it would last like about 2 weeks or so, if so long. And yeah, that would be what we would usually do. But y'all, I do not have any more space. The ham and the turkey took up all the space, and I do have pastel in the fridge, and it's just too much in the fridge right now. So I'm just going to make one bread to show you guys how I make my bread for my new subscribers. And yeah, we actually need a bread, so I'm going to bake a bread. I hope you guys like my video. Please share my video on your social media, whether it be Facebook or WhatsApp or wherever you post, and you know, give a little play. But yeah, let me show you all how. I wanted to show you guys how the bread looks coming out of the deep freeze. So what I usually do, I would make like little bun and put it in the deep freeze, and I will make 2 loaves. One would be to eat now, and the other one I will put at the bottom of the fridge. And the reason why I do bun for the deep freeze is because it's easier to manage, like when you're taking it out to defrost and eat one time now, rather than take out the whole bread, have to defrost the whole bread just for 2 slices. You could just take out like 2 buns, or how much ever bun you need, hops you need, and you know, eat that. So that's what I usually do. So let me show you all how the bun looks after, I think it was a week and like 3 days or something like that. But I will show you guys how the bun looks after it came out of the deep freeze, and what I do to get back the same exact texture as you would as if the bread just came out of the oven. I'm going to show you all how fresh it stays even after. Look, it's solid, very solid, right? So I'm now going to put it in the microwave. Yes. Okay, so this is the bread here. Right, you see look how soft it is. Alright, so let me cut the inside to show you. Fresh, it's still fresh, it has no staleness to it, nothing at all. Okay, so that's basically what I do. Simple, and you know, it saves time rather than having to bake bread every single week. You know, you have bread put on already. So yeah, let me show you all how I bake my bread now, and then yeah. Okay, so first thing you want to do is get your cup and put 2/3 cup of water inside, and you're going to add a tablespoon of sugar and 1/2 tablespoon of dried yeast, and just mix this together, and you're going to cover it down and set it aside. And let's get on to the dry ingredients. Get your big bowl and you're adding 3 cups of flour. A half teaspoon of salt, and you're going to add 4 ounces of butter, room temperature butter, 4 ounces or 8 tablespoons. And if some of you who don't know, this is the butter I'm using. For some of you who don't know, there's the measurement on like butters and cream cheese on the back of the wrapper, so that gives you guys an idea on, you know, the measurement and everything. So yeah, so I'm adding 8 tablespoons or 4 ounces of butter. What I'm going to do now is mix everything in, combine everything. If you want your bread to be a little on the sweet side, go ahead and add a half tablespoon of sugar to this mixture, but I don't like my bread to be too sweet, so the 1 tablespoon that I have in the yeast is sufficient enough for my bread. Right, so what you want to do is mix this in, make sure everything is evenly combined and incorporated into the flour. After mixing this in, what you're going to do is add your wet ingredient. As you can see, the yeast is activated. For some of you who don't know, sugar helps to promote the yeast growth or activation, and the reason why you don't mix it together with like salt is because salt slows down the process of activating the yeast, and sugar helps the growth faster. So if you want your dough to raise a bit faster, you put it separate. So you would do your sugar with your yeast and your salt separate from it. And what you want to do now is just mix everything in. Okay, I'm seeing I have a little bit more yeast inside here, and my dough is feeling a little bit dry, so I'm going to add maybe a 1/4 cup more of water. Alright, so alright, this should be it. And what you want to do now, once you've gotten all the pieces together and it seems like it would hold together, what you're going to do now is mix until this gets smooth. Try to not knead the bread as much, because that could leave you with a stiff bread after it cools. So you want to just make sure everything comes together nicely, and you're just looking for like a smooth consistency in the dough. And once you get that, then stop kneading. This usually takes me about, I would say, like 3 to 5 minutes to do. And what you do is you just pull it from here, and then you press it in, turn it around, pull, press, turn it around, pull, press, and you keep doing that until you get that nice smooth dough. See y'all, it's nice and soft, and the thing is it doesn't stick to your hand, and that's because of the butter. The butter helps with that. So, and y'all, this is going to be such a delicious bread. This here is done. Oops. This here is done. What you're going to do now is just alright, get you some oil, and you're going to pour it on top of the dough, and just rub it on top of the dough. And you're going to let this raise for an hour, right? And the oil is basically so that the dough wouldn't dry out while it's raising, and it wouldn't crack on the top of the dough. And you're going to cover this in cling wrap, plastic wrap. And the reason why I like to use the cling wrap instead of like the damp cloth is because when the dough starts to raise, it will stick on the cloth and dirty the cloth. And this here is just a quick pull off and discard. You know, so I use this here. So I'll see you guys back in an hour. This is my dough after the hour, and now I'm going to punch it down. And the reason for doing this is so that you wouldn't get those big pockets inside of your bread, you know, those hollow holes, bubbles, what you want to call it. Yeah, that's why you punch it down. And what I'm going to do now is roll this into a loaf, and I'm going to put it in the pan. I already greased my pan,
already. I'm going to leave it in the pan for half an hour, and then I'm going to put it straight in the oven to bake. Okay, also I just took it out the pan so that I can knead it, like roll it into the loaf. And you have to like really take your time with rolling this in and sealing this up in the back here, because sometimes with the heat it falls back out and your bread just ends up looking real, you know. The flavor would still be there, but you know, you want your bread to look nice, you do all this hard work. So yeah, just make sure to tuck everything in, make sure it's nice and tucked in inside there, and just lift it up and place it in your baking pan. Cover it back with the same cling wrap that you used to cover the bowl. Just cover it back with that and let it raise. And you're going to leave this for 20 minutes to half an hour, and then put it straight in the oven at 350 and let it bake for like 18 to 20 minutes. Okay, also it's been 20 minutes and I can already see that the bread is going to lift on this side here. Right there, it's going to lift, and I don't want that, so I'm going to try to just press it in without disturbing the yeast. Hopefully that works. I'm going to lean it more to this side of the bread pan. I'm hoping that that works. Yeah, so now put this in the oven at 350 and let's get baking. Okay, also the bread is finished. See, it's nice and hollow. You can get a skewer and poke it to the center, and once it comes up smooth, it's finished. So what I'm going to do now is base on top of this bread with a bit of butter. And I'm going to leave this, take it out of the pan and leave it to cool completely, and then I'll show you all the inside. Okay, also my bread is done. It's cool. It's nice and soft. You're seeing? Nice and soft. I'll cut into it just now. And for the purpose of this video, you all, when you turn around the bread, this is it here. Just remember I showed you all what happened. So we're just going to pretend like that's not there, and you know, use this angle. You have to get a better angle of the bread. You know how it is. So let me cut into this and show you all the inside. Let me put this on. Oh yes, this is it here. This is it here. It's nice and soft. Oh yes, oh my gosh, the scent now hit me there. I was smelling it when I was baking, but y'all, this is bread here. Let me show y'all the body. It's super soft. It's soft. It's like a sponge. Soft. And yeah, that's how I make my bread, you guys. I hope you enjoyed my recipe and you loved it. I hope you try it out. Let me know down in the comment section how it came out for y'all. It's that nice, soft, melt in your mouth, buttery taste for me. But let me know down in the comment section if you tried it, how it came out for you. And I'll see you in another video tomorrow. Bye.